Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to the broadcast. This is Tarnation TV. Thank you very much for watching. Right now, the cars are in happy hour, I believe. This is happy hour? No, this is practice.
I think so.
This is practice. We have not qualified yet. But my name is Blaine, and I'm joined by Brad. What's up, man?
Hey, buddy. Good to be here.
Yeah, week off last week because of American Thanksgiving.
That's right. It's I get to celebrate them both because Jen is like got or I don't know if she still has it, but she was born in the States, so she gets to celebrate that. And so I get ham and a turkey, and no particular order for Canadian and American.
Whisper to the booth.
Was she born in the States? I didn't know that.
No, she born up here. She born up here, but she lived in the States for a bit. Her mom's American.
Ah, gotcha.
That's this. Yeah. Hey, Jeff.
Oh, hey, Jeff. What's happening, buddy?
Yeah, we just do a little test. I don't know if we're live on air yet. Just, I did get Brad on there if he can hear me on Whisper.
Yep, Brad can hear you. He won't be able to talk back to you because I don't know if he's got a button set up, but yeah, he can hear you.
10-4 on that. All right, we'll be going off qualifying in less than 3 minutes.
Sweet, we'll be here. Let us know, and away we go.
10-4, are we live?
Yes, sir, we are live.
Oh, great, awesome. All right, well, I'll be talking to you soon, young man.
Awesome, thanks, boss.
Sounds good, buddy.
Yeah, so that's the thing with, I forgot, you would have to hold a button down to talk to him and I on a whisper key, but that's cool, you can hear him.
That's all right. I was pull up the YouTube chat already here. We got a little bit of activity. It says, Eternal VR says, hi, my friend is in this race. And then Zach Roberts answers him, says, that I am. So we've got some fans for Zach Roberts here. Bobby Carroll in there. That's good.
She's always in there, yep. Bobby Carroll, should be rocking the big Stone Gap Racing t-shirts in the Carroll household. Well, we should look at some statistics. Here we are.
See where we're at.
Yeah, I don't know if you're following the Facebook feed or the YouTube feed, but either way.
I've got it on the YouTube. Yeah.
Nice. So there's the statistics for this race. Well, this season so far, like I said last week, was the American Thanksgiving, not to be confused with Canadian Thanksgiving, which already took place in October. So last week we had an off week. So this is race number 4. There are your totals after 3. The yellow, of course, you can see the yellow boxes around Breedlove in race 3, Chris Elliott race 1, Greg Lovell in race number 2. They won, and the winners get the extra 25 bonus points. So that's pretty cool. Want to get these guys coming back in here every week.
Right, and they're racing for that $50 gift card, am I right?
I believe, yeah, the team races, it's $125. I think it's $50 because this is an individual win. So this will be an individual win. So there is some money on the line if you can come out of here with the final, after the final race with the championship trophy. Get yourself a cool gift card.
You saw the fine print, though. It has to be spent at the Tarnation TV merch shop.
Oh, yeah.
Which the only thing is, it's not a problem if we had one. That's true. I will send you an autographed, lately used T-shirt. I'll find something around here.
Yeah, it'll be like Nickelback's first CD.
Exactly. Silver Side.
You know what though? The Silver Side Up was the second. Oh no, it wasn't. Was it?
Yeah, Curb was the first one. Curb was the first one I ever had.
Yes. I remember like the first 2 Nickelback CDs because everybody just hates Nickelback because they're like a generic rock band now. But those, because we were out there where they came from. And I have that original Curb CD that actually, on the CD itself, actually has the picture of a Canadian nickel. That would be worth some money, dude.
At least 5 cents.
I think it's a big nickel. I think maybe it's 15 cents.
I think that's legally accepted as currency at Canadian Tire and or
Tim Hortons. Yeah, exactly. Exactly. And the Ford dealer down the street. Those guys will take anything.
Yeah, of course. Yes, no, the Fords as well. And then, if you give it back to Chad Kroger, he will, in fact, give you a shiny nickel in return for it as well. So,
get it? He'll give you the nickel back. Hey.
Oh.
Dang. Yes. So, next week, we're into December for our next broadcast now. And next week is the 7th of December. So join us here again, 9 p.m. Eastern Standard Time for race number 5 of this I'm on Fire series here at Talladega Nights Racing League, NASCAR Racing 2003 season. Thanks again to the music at the start of this. I did not ask permission from Black Mastiff to use their songs, but I did watch them live last weekend here in Kingston, and they were pretty gosh darn cool. So I'm like, you know what? These guys are on Bandcamp and Spotify, and they're hustling. I'm just going to take it upon myself to play some really cool riffs from Edmonton, Alberta, up there in the mountains. And they were here in Kingston, Ontario last weekend, and it was a lot of fun.
Oh, no kidding. They were all the way up from there, eh? That was,
yep.
They drove across the fine nation just to go out there and play for you.
Well, that was the thing. Like, when they said they were from Alberta, I'm like, hot damn. Like, these guys aren't messing around. I figured they would have been closer, but I guess they're touring the country with a band called the Cancer Bats, and they were doing their Bat Sabbath. So they were doing a whole Black Sabbath thing, which was really, really good. So got to see some cool local music, and it's a lot cheaper, right? It was like $15. Like why not?
Absolutely. For those of us that can't afford the $8,000 scalped Taylor Swift tickets, $20 afternoon of rock would be, and I say that not jokingly. I was talking to a coworker of mine today who was, her and her friends are Taylor Swift fans since it came out. And right on, that's what you like. Good for you. And they're going to get the concerts. They went down to Seattle, and the tickets down there at the time were $800. So like, we can't pay $800 each per ticket. They're like, we can't pay $800 each, right?
No.
So then they come back up here. They just kind of tailgated it in the parking lot, which is cool. You can still hear it from outside. Better to be there and be part of it, I guess. They come back up here. Now she's telling me the tickets the other day, like the resale tickets, are over $4,000 a piece.
Holy smokes, dude!
$3,000 or $4,000 a piece. And that's just to get in. I'm assuming that's probably like the nosebleeds, honestly.
Right.
The way she was talking, she's like, that was just the run of the mill. That's what a ticket costs. I'm like, dang.
Oh, that is the silliest garbage that I've ever. That's brutal.
I don't know, man. People want to see her, I guess. And if you're not touring, then I couldn't explain it. I just could never have that much. I don't have that much money to ever pay for any concert.
No. No way. Not
like
ever.
I would
No
just
way.
Go by. I would sit outside, and I'd sit outside and like tailgate it. That'd be cool if it was somebody I really wanted to hear, but their prices were insane because you could hear it from like blocks away. Big Coliseum.
Yeah, and you'd get there and go, oh well. Brought this 6-pack with me. Might as well eat some chips and hang out and watch a football game.
Yeah, listen to them play through the walls of the stadium or the big open roof.
Just so it sounds like turn it up. Or just get somebody to stream it.
Right? I'm sure they probably got they probably have some kind of
do what we're doing.
Out. Either way.
Stream it.
Stream it. Don't stream it. Don't pay $8,000 or $4,000 or any $1,000. Bring back $100 concert tickets for like big bands. That's the most I ever paid. I think that's kind of like my ceiling, but that probably dates me by several years.
I paid $100 to see Tool in Kingston, so I didn't even have to drive anywhere. So yeah, I'm not going to not go see Tool for $100 and I'm literally playing 6 blocks away from my house. Like, I'm going to do it.
I remember the good old days when like Headstones would tour and they'd play the dive bar downtown, like 5 minutes from my house here. And they would charge like $20 for tickets. Yep. And
most I've ever paid for Clutch tickets was like $40. And then I spend the other $200 I brought on merch. And that's how I pay Clutch for being awesome. I buy your t-shirts and your hats and your pants and all kinds of stuff. Come on, looking like an advertisement. Look at the YouTube chat blowing up. Favorite driver number 41.
That is silly as garbage. It is.
Oh yeah, the silliest. Yeah, charging that much for a ticket is insane. Happy. Oh, how do you pronounce that name? Happy Orzo. Excited to watch this race. Thanks for watching, Mr. or Mrs. That it should be a good race. This is the first race, like I said, after the week-long break, so it'll be really, really good to see what these guys come up with. Looks like we're showing in server right now about 30 cars. I'm one of them, so 29. I hit my cough button here. You're going to be able to hear it, but the broadcast won't.
There we are. Eternal.
Elliot
hey now.
to the booth.
Elliot to the booth. Hey. What's up, Jeff?
Hello, everybody. How you doing, Blaine, Brad? Good to see you guys again. Little holiday vacation here in the United States of America. So we had a lot of turkey. So, man, we're eager to get back on the track. So, are you ready to meet your starting lineup for tonight's fourth race of I'm on Fire?
We are ready to rock whenever you are.
All right, buddy. Here we go.
All right, we're going to meet the drivers and see the qualifying order for tonight's grid. Good evening, guys. I guess we got the qualifying done. It looks like some awesome laps as always. So hope you guys had a good Thanksgiving. Thanks for being here. This is going to be an awesome broadcast. We're looking forward to doing it. So I'll hand the microphone back to Mr. Jeff.
Thank you, Blaine. We missed you guys, you and Brad. So we'll try to put a good show on for you tonight. We're going to start off with P1.
Robert Breedlove driving a 931 out of Lancaster, South Carolina, Team Doritos. Just want to give a shout out to Talladega Nights, 2 years anniversary. Thanks for all you guys do. Appreciate it.
P2, Greg Lovell.
Greg Lovell in the number 088 from Big Stone Gap, Virginia, driving for Team Big Stone Gap. The car was painted by Frank Divins. Thank you, Jeffrey, and all you guys for all you do. Thank you, Blaine, Brad, for what you guys do. Glad to see you guys here, and let's have a good race.
Yeah, starting in P3, it is our second year to this day, guys. The Talladega Nights opened up, so kudos to Talladega Nights and all the staff and all the drivers over the last 2 years. We have a list of them, so thank you everybody that's ever came out here. This is Jeffrey Elliott driving a number 56 Amazon VW. We're going to take these VWs to the front. So I want to wish everybody good luck. Give a shout out to my father, my brother Chris. Hope you're having a good nap. Love you guys. Good luck. Oh, I'll go ahead and do Nate. His mic is not working. This is, let's see, Nate driving the 079. Man, I hope I say it right. I think it's a Chevy, not for sure. But anyways, out of Seattle. And he wishes you guys the best of luck. And thank you, Jeffrey Elliott, for all you do. And Chris Elliott. I'm just kidding. Good luck, everybody.
Starting fifth in the 41 Dodge, painted by Frank Divins, driving for Big Stone Gap Racing. And happy birthday, Talladega Nights.
Starting in sixth, Mike Mangialardi driving the 029 Ford Mustang out of Federal Washington. Shout out to my friends watching it, the Rainier Room tonight, and good luck, everybody.
Starting seventh, Randy Wall from Huntsville, Alabama, driving the 21 Alabama Crimson Tide Dodge and driving for Big Stone Gap Racing. I want to shout out to my sons Christian, Corey, grandsons Adrian, Asher, and Asa, and happy birthday to my son Corey. Happy anniversary, Talladega Nights.
Starting eighth, number 043, Brian Lovell from Big Stone Gap, Virginia, representing Big Stone Gap Racing as well as Wolfpack Racing. From the first night I raced here to the 2-year anniversary, it's been awesome. And I'd like to thank Jeff and all the guys here, and also Blaine and Brad for what they're doing. And hope everybody had a good Thanksgiving, and good luck, everybody.
Starting ninth, number 33, Jeff Goodpaster out of Indianapolis, Indiana. Driving for Team Amazon, the Volkswagen. And I get a special shout out to Talladega Nights on their 2 years. And then also another shout out to Blaine for the awesome paint scheme. Love it. And hopefully be up to the front with all of Amazon.
Starting 10th in the 97 IMSA Dodge. Thank you to the admins at Talladega Nights, and thank you, Tarnation TV, and Blaine, Brad. Good luck, everybody.
Starting 11 in the 11th in the 63, Chevrolet Camaro, Keith Bynum. Great bunch of guys we race here. I just want to give my shout out to what a awesome God we serve. Everybody just keep God and good Lord Jesus in your minds through the holidays, and let's enjoy each other's company and enjoy all the people out there listening to us too.
Starting 12th is the 99 of Josh Mercurio from Waco, Texas, driving for Team Wrecking Ball.
Starting 13th, Stephen Brandstetter from Ranelette, Oklahoma, driving the 510 Oklahoma State University Ford Mustang, painted by Blaine Donlin. Thank you, Blaine.
Starting 14th, Erica Lovell, Indy number 80, Colts, Big Stone Gap Racing Dodge, driving for Big Stone Gap Racing. Want to give a shout out to all the admins, everyone in here racing. Let's have a good one.
Starting in 15th in the 388 Pontiac Trans Am Big Stone Gap Racing League team car, painted by Frank Divins. Thanks, Frank. Thanks to you, Jeffrey, for the league and the success over 2 years. Congratulations on 2 years. It's been awesome. Thanks, Blaine and Brad, for all you do. Everybody puts this together. Thanks to all you drivers for coming out. Good luck to each and every one of you.
Zach Roberts in the 98, starting 16th, driving a McDonald's Toyota Camry for Team Wrecking Ball, led by Ulysses Sandoval. I want to give a shout out to my grandma, one of my good friends, Alex, for watching. Also, happy 2-year anniversary. Good job, Jeff.
Starting 17th is Graham McDonald, the number 24 VW. Good luck, everybody.
Starting in 18th, that would be the one and only Perry Bond, driving the number 60 VW Amazon Ride. Good luck, everybody, and happy anniversary, Talladega Nights, and thanks, guys, for coming out.
Starting in position 19th, number 74, Dave Hubbard Jr. in the Dirtfish Rally School Camaro.
Starting in the 20th spot, Larry D. driving the 188 Team Amazon car. Shout out to Jeff for all the hard work he's done for 2 years to make the best sim car league in NR2K3 that I have ever seen. Thanks for all your hard work, Jeff, and thank you for everybody that's been here for the entire 2 years, sticking it out, making it better.
Starting 21st in the 85, Josh 2 from Dunn, North Carolina, in the Josh's Eggs Dodge. Shout out to Blaine and the guys for a great broadcast, and shout out to Rodney Solons for painting the car that I use here and for lots of cars he's done. Really appreciate it.
Starting 22nd, Javier Negron from Bridgeport, Connecticut, driving the number 4 Toyota Camry car and running for Team Wrecking Ball. Good luck, guys.
Starting 24th, Garland Oaks from Martinsville, Virginia, driving number 67 Gold Peak T Toyota Camry for Team Wrecking Ball. I'd like to give a big shout out to Jeff Elliott for putting the league together and inviting us into race. And remember, you might not be as sexy as he is, but you can still drive as fast as he does.
Starting 25th in the 19 Mellow Yellow ZR1 Chevrolet, hailing from North Springfield, Vermont, Rod Weston. Congratulations, guys, on 2 years.
Starting 26th in the number 091 Hako Soldering Equipment Pontiac Trans Am is Sean Dotson from Fenton, Michigan. I want to say a great big happy anniversary, 2 years for Talladega Nights. Good job, Jeffrey, the Elliots, and all the admins here. Have a good race, everybody.
Starting in 27 from Baltimore, Maryland, you, the Papi Sandoval, driving the 96 San Luis Express Toyota Camry. I want to give a big shout out to Jeffrey Elliott, because if it wasn't because of him, I wouldn't even be here winning races. So thanks, Jeffrey.
And starting 28, Alex Ortiz, driving number 0 Toyota Camry for Team Wrecking Ball. Shout out to Jeff for putting the league on. Shout out to Colin for painting my car.
Well, thank you, guys. There you are, Blaine. Your starting lineup for race number 4. I'm on fire, and we are on fire, guys, aren't we?
Thank you, Blaine. Good job. Good job, Jeffrey.
Thanks, guys. It's going to be an awesome race tonight. And just to let you know, Jeff, I won the bet. I bet there'd be at least 26 guys here, and there's 27 qualified. So Rock and
I
roll.
don't think you heard when I said +6.
Oh, okay.
That'd be 26. But anyway, yeah,
gotcha.
You did win tonight. Oh, you Big Mac, American style Big Mac. They're
Let's do it.
small. They're cheap. Anyways, guys, we'll send them back down to the booth. Let them talk to Brad, clean up the studio a little bit. It's probably a little dusty. We'll be going off at the 6-minute and 41-second mark, Blaine.
That shows dedication. That's why this league is so successful. We're dedicated racers.
And we love our broadcasters. Seth Cole's, awesome on weekends. And Blaine, without you, we would not be here today. I'm sure you put us on the map, my friend. Thank you
Thanks,
for all
guys.
your hard work.
Thanks, guys.
Thanks,
Good luck,
Blaine.
guys.
Thanks, Blaine.
Thank you, Blaine.
Thank you, Blaine.
Thank you, Blaine.
Thank you, Blaine.
Blaine.
Woo! Awesome. There we go. These guys love us, man. You hear that?
2 years, but how come it feels like 5?
Oh, because they put us to work, man. It never stops.
Yeah, no, it's a lot. These guys are always busy.
They
wow.
do what they do, and we like watching.
It's a lot of fun.
So
Glad
here's
glad to be here.
these Amazon cars are different from when they were last time, eh?
Let me take another peek here.
So if you're looking at the Discord
what
live
you've done differently
feed,
with your Discord, but it's coming through beautifully tonight on my end of things here. I'm like,
so what I did, I painted these Amazon cars for Team Amazon. So there's 5 cars that look like this. But last broadcast, they were white, gold, black. So we changed them to yellow, white, black, because when we had the white cars out there was no other white team. But then Stone Gap showed up to the race with their football-themed cars, and they were all white. So there was a lot of white cars on the track. It was a little bit of as far as the color palette goes, it was a weird race to call because everybody was basically driving a white car. So now I inverted the yellow and the white. So at least now we got some yellow Amazon cars out there. So
I like it. A little bit more clarity for all those of us with the ocularly challenged.
Yep. Yeah, should be a fun race tonight, man. Did you see that smoking lap from Breedlove, eh? On the
I didn't
qualifying?
know the timer could get that low. I know we talked about this before, and I meant to ask you as well. Do we have a stat for the best lap time
Lowest-
in all?
Yeah, lowest I've ever seen, and I remember you and I talking to Greg Lovell at length about it. He ran a 52.431. I've never seen anything lower than the 431. Robert ran a 439 tonight, and Greg was in second with a 456. So
That's the contender. We should probably it'd be good to have a list of that, a top 10, and then see who can get in there with that fast lap.
That qualifying lap is something else, man. Like Greg ran a 431. I've never seen that again.
Yeah. Oh,
There's
439 is
4.3.
incredible. I
There's
mean, that's
4.32s. Yeah.
That's simply just one bad corner off, and he could have getting even closer. But that's still a crazy time.
Pull up the qualifying results here. So yeah, you can see like that. I mean, even really, like the first 12 cars are all. Well, everybody who cut a lap was 52 seconds. That's 21 cars, all 52-second mark. But you're talking from 1 to 21. That's how close it is. And I can see a tie in there. Looks like Mangialardi and Randy Waugh were tied for 6th. And that's the only tie. Nope. Keith Bynum and Josh Mercurio were tied for 11th, which would probably be 10th if there was a 6th-place tie. So it's just how tight these guys can run. Like when they get out there and they qualify. It's crazy. And I don't know how the game determines who's in first, like in that tie situation, but the game must have like a 4th or 5th digit that we can't see.
I think, you said that it was.
Because I've gone into replays with the drone camera and actually zoomed down underneath the track to look up, and the tires will be touching the line at the same time. So I don't know how it determines. I guess it might just flip a coin. I have no idea, but it's that close sometimes.
Huh. Yeah, I guess. Yeah, now they're getting down to like break out the microscope and the extra small ruler. Or it's just a computer and does what computers do. But still, if you had to call that in real life, and I don't know, I'm sure there's been some insanely close ones before, but I wonder how they would deal with that in a real NASCAR situation. Would they, if it came down to that? I guess you just go to the cameras and you're obviously going to be able to tell. But like, what if it's so close you couldn't tell, or has that never been an issue? I don't follow racing outside of this league, so I can't speak on it. But
yeah, and it is. NASCAR definitely evolved with their timing loops on the track. Like as the years went on, it got more advanced. The tracks will time the cars in more places around the track and all this kind of thing. So, and then of course, when it does come down to the finish, they've had to go into slow motion replays to see it because they got that high frame rate camera probably right on the start finish line. So they could slow it down to 10,000 frames per second or something just to see how close it actually is. And I've seen some close finishes, man, where you're like, I don't even know who won. And then they have to go back in the replay, and you can obviously tell, but it's pretty wild how they pull it off. There's a new Steven Branstad car painted by me.
Ew, look at that.
Because why not?
We don't have to call him Happy Orzo. His name is Cooper. We just found that out. So nice to meet you, Cooper. And yeah, we will. We'll remember that until the next time your name pops up, and we call you Happy Orzo again. But we will do our best.
Hey, if you're going to put your screen name down as Happy Orzo, that might just be what we say. But yeah, Cooper, we'll try to remember that. My name's Tarnation TV. Nice to meet you.
Exactly.
Oh man. So we had some stuff go down last week. There has been a driver, will remain unnamed, of course, from this league that was actually banned from the league. So any drivers racing here, these guys have been using this simulator for a long, long time, and they can spot. There's a bunch of ways you can cheat in this game. There's fuel hacks, there's tire grip hacks, there's speed hacks. On Talladega, you probably won't really be using a tire wear hack because this setup on this track, there really is no, you're not going to gain anything by having tires that don't wear out. It doesn't really matter here. So I'm assuming the driver in question was probably caught either with speed hack or fuel hack. But I mean, if you're by yourself and without the draft and you're doing like 185 mile an hour, that's impossible. The cars might do. I've had my car, it'll tick up to 182 and back down to 181 when you're not in the draft. And when you're in the draft, it can go up to like 200 to 202. Like if you're driving away from everybody, it's pretty obvious, and it's a shame because I don't know how cheating can be any fun. And they're going to call you on it. And that driver's been removed from the league, so don't cheat. Yeah, I mean, come out here, have some fun. I mean, it's hard to win, man. And even winning sprint races, I've won a couple of them, and it's cool. It's very cool. But I don't know how it would be cool if you were cheating.
No, you can do hacks and mods offline. That's fine. But even offline, all you have to do is just like turn down the AI, put them into easy mode.
Mm-hmm.
Don't cheat though.
No.
It's kind of because it just is. And then the thing is, I mean, yeah, you're cheating other people, but you're cheating yourself too. You're not becoming any better of a driver. You're not. There's no. It's an empty victory. If it's a victory, it's kind of hollow. It's like playing Doom on God mode. It's fun for about 5 minutes, and then you realize, wait a minute, I'm indestructible, and this is all largely. It's fun if you're just mucking around.
Mm-hmm. But to be competitive, I mean, it's no fun. And we've seen it just from broadcasting these races. Guys like Robert Breedlove sitting on the front row right now in that Mercedes-Benz Doritos car. He just slaughtered the qualifying because you come out here when they're not racing, and these guys like Greg Lovell will show you how to set that lap. That's part of this game. It's part of the team aspect. Of come out here with your buddies and learn some stuff, and they'll teach you how to qualify fast. You go into the options menu, you change your steering wheel settings for your qualifying, and then you run the specific line, and you can get some pretty good times. And then when everybody's doing that, it's phenomenal. Like, look at how close it is on the grid when it comes to times. But, you know, to cheat, it just sucks. You know, it ruins it for everybody. So,
back in 1 second.
Yep. And it's not hard to spot, you know, like I was saying before, it's not hard to spot that stuff because we all know how fast you should be running, or, you know, how much fuel you can hold in the car. If somebody, this is tonight it is 3X. We do have 38 laps on the clock. Thank you for watching the broadcast, by the way, Tarnation TV. If you want to subscribe, do it. If you don't. Entirely up to you. It should be a pretty good night tonight. This is race 4 of 8 before the playoffs start. Is it 8? Let me check. Yeah, we do 8 regular season races, and then there's 3 playoff rounds. So a total of 11 races in this season. So thanks again to Black Mastiff for some rockin' tunes. We're looking at Keith Bynum right here. Let's actually get on Pat McCarskey. Cool thing about Pat McCarskey I found. Where are we here? So now he's running a 97. He used to run number 0, so he's running a 97. That's fine. This is his first race in season 2 of I'm on Fire. But he has been busy. I was going to say, we haven't seen him out here for a while, right? No. But he has been busy at Talladega Nights, as you can see on screen here now. Every other series, he has been participating in every other series when he can. He's currently 15th place on Monday in the DWI series, the Back to the Future series. He's currently 12th. And in the Fast and the Furious Truck Series on Fridays, he's 19th, and he's also 19th in the Shake and Bake, the main event on Saturday. That's the big race here at Talladega Nights. So thanks, Pat, for coming out on Thursday now. He's got the clean sweep. He's started every current running series. He's got to start in every single one of them now. So Merry Christmas, Happy November, Bob's your uncle, get it on. There's a black
one more
flag
minute here, so I got to deal with some dogs.
Yep, no problem. We got a black flag showing for Josh Mercurio on the stats screen, but that'll probably be cleared because I see he started the race in 11th position. What the game will do, it'll penalize you for passing to the left on a restart. Being in 11th means he had the low line, so that'll just be cleared. He won't have to serve that. First lap will be led by Robert Breedlove, who also qualified first. And side view of Greg Lovell's car. Looking out the right side of Jeffrey Elliott. Just to show you how close these guys get. That's what we call bump drafting. I love that stuff. That's why in the draft, these cars will travel so much faster because they're literally pushing each other down those straightaways, especially the back straightaway, because this front straightaway, as you can see, also known, this is the tri-oval, there's a little bit of a kink in the front straight. You don't really want to be pushing through there. If you lift the back of the car up, you're definitely going to spin people out. But you'll see them do it here on the back stretch. Robert Breedlove got a big shot coming out of that second turn, but that top line there, led by Jeffrey Elliott in that yellow Amazon car. You can see them all bumping. Currently running right there at about 197 miles an hour going into the turn. Super, super cool. And if you are wondering why your Talladega cameras don't look this good, it's because you don't know, what's his name? Oh, I forgot. NR Clips on Reddit. Thank you, sir, for the custom camera pack. Love it.
That guy's got it figured out. He's got a lot of time mapping those cameras out, I'm guessing, and making it awesome for everybody else.
Yeah. Mimicking NBC and ESPN or whoever, Fox, like those type of camera angles. Very, very cool. And not easy to do with legacy software. Big move by Zach Roberts.
Top line.
Yeah. Trying to get that top line move in Zach Roberts in the McDonald's car.
Looks
Robert
like he's been
Breedlove.
practicing.
Oh, Denny Carroll moves up in front of Jeff Elliott. They're going to try to get Robert.
Not anymore. Here comes.
Yeah, I think
Jeff's like,
Jeff
"Wait a
got
minute."
moved out of the way on that one. He's going to get help.
He's like, I'll take that spot back if you don't mind.
Yeah. We could actually rewind that and see if he actually was moved out of the way or not. You'll see Denny Carroll move up in front of him. And Jeff may have had to move over to prevent from turning him. Yeah, it kind of looks like going into the tri-oval this early in the race, Jeff is not going to risk that bump. So he just opted to just dodge that situation.
Yeah, well, very deftly handled.
Yep.
True
It's a good call. It's early in the race. He's now hooked up with Zach Roberts back there, Javier Negron behind him, Garland Oaks, and I think that's Ulysses Sandoval, that top line.
Is that, yeah. Look at those Amazon cars. It's the cool color scheme for the top, too. Cool.
Yeah, the color's
Wide.
neat. It's a little bit off yellow, right? More of like an orangey kind of school bus kind of thing, where you try to get a car that, you know, and like Team Wrecking Ball does not have. There is a Team Wrecking Ball out here, but they don't have paint jobs that are similar. But Amazon and Big Stone Gap, they match. Like you can see the Big Stone Gap guys, and you can see the Amazon guys. He's currently focused on the 74, David Hubbard Jr. right there, running in 15th. Well, let's wait till he crosses the line to see where he's running. Running in 17th. That can change very quickly when you're running 3 wide.
Right. Middle line got left all alone there. More guys are heading down to the bottom, but...
So the middle line's a tough one because it is the fastest way around this track, but if you get left behind, you're done. It's all about numbers.
Some of these guys were making an early push to get down for the pit stop, which will be in, 10 to 12? 10 to 13?
Usually around, 12, 13, 14. That'd be about the farthest you can go. Bob Dixon is not in this race tonight, so we won't see any super early pit cycles.
Yeah, there's definitely the guys that like to go earlier than some.
Yep. So you can see there the 388 at Dan Level, Big Stone Gap. Those white cars are all very similar. White base with their favorite football team on the side, with different colored wings and tires, or rims, I should say. Very cool.
Yeah, we'll do some. You probably could mod the tires, like for whatever color.
You can, yeah. But depending on what mod, this mod, the Monster Energy NASCAR Cup Series 2019, it's a mouthful. They allowed you to paint the rim colors. The original mod did not. Some mods don't allow you to change the color of the rims. This mod actually allows you to change the color of front and back individually, which is cool. Because the car I run, the Great White Bites car, the front half of the car is yellow, the back half of the car is blue. So my front rims are yellow and my back rims are blue.
Nice.
So it's very, very cool that you can do that. Most mods will just let you change, either let you change the color or they don't. But this one actually did front and back can be completely different colors, which is pretty sweet.
I don't know. Mod where it gives you the dice for the air valve stem caps.
Nice.
No, I don't.
And you'd totally be able to see that.
Darn game to run.
Right. If you had that mod, you'd need 4K to see those.
Exactly. Zoom in.
Yeah.
And check out these dice. Lucky number 7 rolling across the finish line.
Let's go to the back of the pack here, see if we can see, focus on some guys back in the pack before pit cycle starts. I'm looking for the 99.
Apologies in advance for the Tarnation TV curse.
Right. Is Joshua Mercurio not number 99? How come I can't see him? There he is. So we got Javier Negron back there, Josh Mercurio. Behind him, Zach Roberts, Perry Bond, and the other Amazon car there. Ulysses Sandoval, Eric Lovell. It's cool to see like Eric Lovell and Zach Roberts, all these guys that are related to Ken Roberts and the Lovell family, obviously, is really cool. Alex Ortiz there. Jeffrey Elliott fell all the way to 26th position. And Rod Weston in the 19 car hanging out at the back, a newer addition to the league. It looks like Jeff's actually helping him.
Getting a feel for it.
Yep.
And find out, that's a good spot to be when things go sideways. Oh, maybe not.
No,
Nope.
a couple, 3 Amazon cars. It looks like that almost. It looks like that almost was a save there by. It looked like Josh too got onto the apron. Rewind this and find a replay for you.
Well, yeah, I thought the apron was what caused it because I thought somebody hit the bottom, but it was hard to.
That was actually a checkup. A really good save by Josh, actually. And it was just a domino effect, really. It was really nobody's fault, but a good save by Josh.
Right? I thought he was far enough back when we were following him there that he was like, you know what? He's maintained that distance before, but.
It's not really a good camera angle because we're going to see the inside of the track here. Let's see if we get it from here. This probably isn't a good one either. Yeah, see, he had to check up right there, so we could do that in slow motion.
No, because, it lifted up.
So that was it. Like Hubbard and Waugh, like the 21, had to lift a lot, and then that caused Josh to lift a lot. And actually, nobody hit him.
No.
But all these guys see him go down there. They all gave him room. Sean Dodson moves up in that 091. Oh, yeah, see what I mean?
Little tap on the
I
back.
knew we were going to get that. But Dodson gave him room.
Still the back 3 cars. What was that? The number was the 80, 60, and 79. They got a little caught up on each other. And
trying to get a camera angle I can actually see this happening. So, so the 85 comes back up the track. A little bit of a
79 obviously lifted, but 60 didn't see it. And
no way. I've never done that. That's so cool. I just noticed that his roof flaps actually have his number.
So was that
you know that?
Normally...
Look at that. That's awesome.
He's like, you know what? If I know one thing, is that I'm going backwards tonight. And I want to go backwards in style.
I want to see if this is...
How about the boot?
I want to see if this is a Rodney car. Hey, Jeffrey, what's happening, man?
I brought you a guest. It's our 2nd year anniversary, so I'm trying to get a few guys to interview. I have Mr. Hubbard with us.
Mr. Hubbard, how are you doing, bud? Oh, this is a Rodney Sullins car. We were just checking that out. But let me find you here. We were just looking at you too, so hopefully you didn't get caught up in that mess.
No, I didn't even know what happened. All of a sudden, the yellow flag came out. I'm like, oh.
Nice. Look at this. Everybody's driving Rodney Sullins cars.
Yeah.
How's the race going, man? We see here that you're currently running, let me see, in 12th position. So some gains there.
Yes, sir. Yeah, I'm not really pushing yet. I'm just kind of riding. But just got done with an Assetto Corsa race. So I'm trying to remember to hit the clutch.
Oh, damn. Yeah, man. What are you playing in Assetto Corsa? What discipline?
I was doing a GT4 race, so it was all paddles, and just trying to remember right H pattern this time.
So now that we're talking Assetto Corsa, also, if anybody doesn't know what we're talking about, that's another simulator just like this one. I think when did it come out? 2000. This is 2003. I think Assetto came out in 2006, 2007.
I think it was 2015.
Oh, are you playing Competition? Are you playing the new one, or are you playing the original?
I'm playing Competition.
Oh, that's why. Competizione is the second one. Because the original is still going strong with crazy, insane mod support, much like NR 2003. Somebody just released Grand Theft Auto Los Santos as a free-roam drivable map in Assetto Corsa, another game that's almost 20 years old.
Oh, that's cool. I haven't seen that yet.
Oh, I don't even know. Again, I don't know how they do it. The community behind these games, man. If you're a racing fan and you do not have Assetto Corsa or NASCAR Racing 2003 season, you should get on it, because I think on Steam, the original Assetto Corsa is only like $8.
That's not bad at all nowadays. I can't get over how realistic they've gotten, though. Just tire models and everything.
Mm-hmm. With Assetto, the newer one, How's the transition jumping out of one of those GT cars into a NASCAR and driving left all day long?
It took a bit in practice. I needed a few laps because the BMW I'm driving in that's so tight compared to this. I'm like, oh god, I'm stepping back in time.
Yeah, especially these things weigh what, like 3,000 pounds, and that's all implemented in here, being the simulator that it is. So all of a sudden, yeah, like you're saying, you're so used to, your brain has to decompress almost.
Yeah, and it's like, all right, just lefts, no heavy braking and chicanes.
And what kind of setup do you got? Like, do you have like a crazy, insane wheel, or are you just rocking like an old Logitech, or what?
I've got a G29 Logitech with the GT Omega wheel stand and e-brake, everything.
Oh, I see. You got the same wheel I do, but you've actually got like a little bit of a framed out rig thing going on.
Yeah, it's just a basic like sheet metal rig, but it gets the job done.
Yeah, I kind of want something like that, but I got nowhere to put it. It's a shame. They
No,
look
I
like
hear
fun.
you. This one collapses, but it's not bad.
Well, as long as it doesn't collapse while you're sitting in it.
That's the goal.
My thing was, I had an old Honda Accord, and we had to send it to the scrapyard because it was a 1997, and it still ran, but it needed brake lines, it needed a master cylinder, it needed fuel lines, it needed a few things. But before I sent it out, I pulled the seats out. So I got them in the basement up on crates, and they're very comfortable because they are car seats. So eventually, maybe one day, I'll get the drill out and actually build something and slap the old Honda seat to make my own little rig or something. But it'd be
That would be so sick.
Yeah.
I wanted to do that with my old WRX driver's seat, but couldn't get it after I got ran over by a semi last year.
Jeez, were you driving it?
Yeah, I was sitting at a center turning lane, waiting to turn, and he never lifted. Hit me at 55 miles an hour.
Holy crap. Yeah, my brother had a similar incident on the freeway. Up here, of course, it's kilometers per hour, but it's like 110 kilometer an hour, which I think is about, 50 or 60. And same thing, just driving a little Chevy Cruze. And the thing was a write-off, but you know what? It saved him.
I'm glad he's okay. It's
Well, glad
scary
you're okay.
stuff.
Yeah, it's crazy. I can't even imagine seeing that coming up in the rearview mirror. It's just, I mean, at the end of the day, cars are just material things anyway. Just buy a new one.
Yeah, I didn't even have time to react. It was, he's close, and boom. I mean,
Wow.
that was it.
Yeah, what are you going to do when you're waiting to turn, right? You can't really do
Yeah,
much.
exactly. I didn't even have time to lift,
Yeesh.
put it back in first gear.
So now you just drive the simulators. It's always, if you get hit in this one, you can just click reset.
Exactly.
All right,
I'm
boys.
sure
Hey, Hubbard, I want to say thanks for coming out, man. We're back to racing. Nice little holiday off, and thanks for coming out. I think you came out to a team race. But anyways, we're getting ready to go green. Blaine, you want to wrap this out? Any shout-outs for Mr. Hubbard?
I knew you were going to interrupt us, Jeff. I knew it. The lights are off, and it's the backstretch. Happens every single time.
Any shout-outs, Mr. Hubbard?
Oh, nah. Just enjoy the race, boys. Let's get her done.
Awesome. Thanks, man. Good luck.
Thank you, bud.
Yeah, so he's playing Assetto Corsa Competizione. That's an Italian racing sim. But if you wanted to mess around with racing simulators, man, Assetto Corsa, the original, is not expensive at all. And I believe I could Google it, I guess, to find out when it came out. But it's like a 2006 or 2007 game. And the stuff the community did with that, they added like nighttime to it. And it never even had time of day. And they added like the sun setting and all kinds of crazy stuff. They put snow in the game. This is insane.
Well, they went all out.
Oh, dude. And now they got free roaming driving modes and an engine that was never built for free roaming. And then they put out like some LA Canyon one, which was cool. You could drive around the mountains. And then just like a couple weeks ago, there's a guy on YouTube reviewing Los Santos. So somebody put GTA. You know how big that game is? They put it in Assetto Corsa and it looks phenomenal.
So we finally get a GTA game with good driving controls.
Right. It's it. Yeah, you can't get. You can't.
Jerks.
Yeah. How dare you? You gosh
I'm not
darn
going to be
fools.
driving a floaty Ottoman down the busy streets of Los Angeles. I shouldn't say it. I mean, it's improved, but it used to be terrible back then.
Oh,
The
yeah.
driving was barely passable, especially on a controller. That's cool, though. I mean, you know what? The passion projects that people put into these games is awesome to see.
I downloaded Michael Schumacher's like 1995 Ferrari in that game, and it sounds so awesome and drives like a bat out of hell, that thing. It's back in the old days when they just had a V12 that just went and wouldn't slow down. Because now it's all like, all the computer technology now, but back then it was just straight fuel to the engine, and those things were insane. It's so much fun to drive in that game.
Well, it's back when you had to be, actually, I mean, you obviously had to be a good driver now, but, before then, it was just, wheels, engine, drive this thing. And, I'm sure there was more engineering went into that, but holy smokes, that was a quick move to get on the outside lane there. I thought he might have been rubbing some paint there, but Amazon's got about 4 in a row minus the one in the middle there. That was pretty close.
Even Stone Gap, they're running Stone Gap right here too. They're 2x2, row 2 and 3 occupied by Big Stone Gap.
The front there.
But yeah, those that game, the original Assetto Corsa, is cheap, and you think this game's got mod support. That game has mod support, only being a few years newer than this. The mods are leaps and bounds. It's insane what they've done to that game. It's an anomaly. I don't even know how they do it. But yeah, there's lots of content, and it's a lot of free content when you're modding stuff. Yeah, Amazon's all together at the back here. Robert Breedlove, by the way, dominating this race right now. 13 laps led. Jeffrey Elliott, Graham McDonald, and Denny Carroll all have 1 each. The rest of it, all Robert Breedlove. Speaking of Robert Breedlove, last race, number 3, I'm going to play a replay right now with, I believe it was 5 laps to go in the race. He had to pit for fuel. Went from 1st to 10th and back to 1st. So here we go. You can see here, this is a fast forward replay, by the way. He comes in to get gas. Goes from 1st to 10th place. Exits the pit in 10th. This is in fast motion replay, of course. Crosses the line. And 7th. He's passing more cars. You can see him passing more cars there on the left of the screen. And then he's in 3rd place. And then he works on 3rd for a little while. A couple laps in 3rd. And eventually he puts the hammer down. And on the final lap, he finds it right there. He makes the pass for 1st place on the final lap. And of course, he wins the race. So, within 5 laps, he went from 1st to 10th and then back to 1st to win that race number 3. So, Robert Breedlove, there's a thank you tap there from Denny Carroll after the race was done when he was doing the burnout. But, an awesome finish.
Amazing.
By Robert in the last 5 laps of that race to be able to pit, lose 9 spots, and then still come back and win. Amazing. And apparently we are under yellow. So there you go. We missed that. I had to back that up. But yeah, and then we come into this race and Robert absolutely dominates. Oh, there it is there. Absolutely dominates with the qualifying time. Oh, there's a more little domino effect. See, they almost get it sorted out, but yeah, you're going to hook hard coming up. Oh, Robert's just upside down. That's unfortunate. We'll back that up again, get a better look at it.
Looked like he didn't. Oh, was he on his? I thought he was on his door. Maybe he got to go with it, or did he actually go roof up or roof down?
Yeah, let's see here. Yeah, something happened to Garland. And there's nothing you can do when you hit the grass like that.
Oh no! And Roberts ate that fence hard with the nose of the car.
And he's almost upside down, but
yeah, well, I didn't see that initial hit. I thought he might be all right with dragging the door, but I think that initial hit when it drove his nose into that red wall might be a car killer, but maybe not. I don't know. Maybe it clipped more than it actually got him.
Let's back it up and see it. Yeah, the front doesn't look damaged, but it has to be.
Watch, he just gets driven. Bam.
Oh, yeah.
Maybe it wasn't as bad.
Yeah,
maybe it wasn't as bad as it first looked, but it looked like it crumpled it pretty good.
Yeah, there's no way that car is going to be top speed.
But look at the number 0. I think gets hit harder because he's the one that takes the initial impact.
56 to the booth.
56, go ahead.
I brought you the one and only Larry D.
Larry D in the fresh Amazon cars. What's up, buddy?
Hey, we're just having a real good time here tonight with this great group of guys racing. Team Amazon is looking good. Everybody's still got their cars together for a change, and we don't feel like a target, and we're going to deliver all the goods.
Keeping it clean then, eh?
Absolutely, Blaine. It's the only way to race. I'd love to see everybody finish. That would be a Christmas present.
Yeah, what's the pit strategy right there? We're just watching you go in. It looks like you didn't take any tires.
No, I just took 2.
Oh, okay, cool. He must have got on you a little late then. We were watching the replay of that wreck. Looks like Zach got a hold of that wall pretty good.
Yeah, well, everybody wants to win this race tonight. Everybody wants to be up in the blue. They want to be in contention. And if everybody drives with a little bit of respect, some give and take, and I think that we're going to have a great race tonight, especially tonight being special, being the 2nd anniversary of Talladega Nights. I think this race should be special.
I heard you guys talking about that. That's pretty awesome, man. Two years we've been doing this already. That's crazy. We were broadcasting the Saturday races, and now we're broadcasting the Thursday stuff. And, something's always going on here every day of the week. Do you participate in any of the other series, Monday to Friday?
I used to participate in that Monday night series, but you know what, Blaine? Sometimes life gets in the way. But the other thing that I find so amazing is that the level of excitement has not waned in 2 years.
No. Yeah, it's fan. I don't race much because I got a new job, and you kind of just get out here when I can. But it's always intense. There's never a dull moment, and surrounded by all the talent too. You tend to trust everybody out there and having a great time doing it.
I mean, if I had my way, Blaine, I would race every night with these guys. But as you know, we got a new dog 3 months ago, and I'm going to training one night and doing this something else. And even though I am retired, it can be a pretty hectic life, sir.
Nice. Yeah. How is the new dog doing? The training, what are you, just obedience and stuff?
Well, yeah. There are several different levels, and down here in the States, we all attain to get our dogs to a level called good canine. Good canine citizenship. I don't know if you guys have that up there too.
We do. It's called Canine Good Neighbor. Same thing.
Yeah. Same thing. And I have found I've had a lot of dogs over the years. You train them early on, and you just have a great lifetime experience with them. You never have to yell at them. You can't expect them to do something they haven't been trained to do. You got to be patient. You got to be loving. And you got to be smart and understand how a dog's mind works.
Sorry, Brad, you're going to say something?
Oh, listen, I'm saying that's fantastic. I was unaware of that stuff. I have a program I put my dogs through called Don't Crap on the Neighbor's Lawn, and they're pretty good at that. And otherwise, they can shake and they can sit, but I'm actually going to have to look into that because they're good and they're good with other dogs, but yeah, they could always be better. And they like training. They seem to like it so far, and keeps them active and stimulated too, right? Give them a good excuse to get some treats.
Yeah, if you get that Canine Good Neighbor certification, they can go into the sick kids hospitals and stuff, and they get access to different places.
Well,
I'll tell you what, elderly people love it when you do something like that and you bring them in a dog. It just brightens their whole day.
Yeah, that's the thing. When you get a certification like that, you have access to those places. You show them the paperwork, and they know that dog is good around people and listens to commands and. Just goes and hangs out with people. That's all you need.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, you can't have a 96-pound dog jumping up on a 90-year-old 100-pound person.
No, It's not good for advertising. You probably wouldn't have your... what do they call it in the States? The Canine Good Citizen?
The Canine Good Citizen Certificate, yeah.
Right. Yeah, it's cool. We were thinking about putting our dog through that, and she probably would pass, but... It's one of those things. It's just we've got her trained. We train her as a nose dog, so she can seek stuff out and find hidden things, which is pretty neat to watch her work.
What breed of dog do you have, Lane?
She's a Staffy.
Oh, that's a great dog. Congratulations, my friend.
Yeah, she's cool. We've got like this one great big collar that we only use for training, and when she sees that thing come out, she knows it's go time. She's a whole different dog. Stand back.
How many years old?
She's 9.
Oh, that's
she's,
awesome.
She's getting gray, but she's getting faster.
Kind of looking like Daddy.
Yeah, exactly.
Hey, I'm going to cut you off, Blaine. I wanted to bring Larry up here. We also had amazing team races. What, 3 of them this
couple
past
of them,
week
yeah.
or 2. So Larry comes out for some of them, and they're a ton of fun. They're probably my favorite type of racing is the team races. But Larry, give Blaine some shout outs there. Give the world some shout outs real quick before we get going here.
Blaine, I want to make a shout out to our good friend Jeff, who's down here with us, for everything that he does. A shout out to my wife Sandra, my son Scott, his girl Christy, my granddaughter Juliana. You guys are all so important to me, and a big scratch behind the ears to Cooper, the chocolate lab, who has captured my heart in the last 3 months.
Nice.
Awesome.
Team Cooper.
Team Cooper.
Thanks, Larry. Good luck, bud.
Thanks for having me, Blaine.
Good luck the rest of the race. We'll definitely be watching.
Thanks. Back to first gear. Let's do it.
Mm-hmm.
That's cool, man.
Yeah, that is. I've seen that. The closest thing I've seen to the dog training thing out here was they have it's like a St. John's ambulance kind of good dog certificate or something like that, where I think it was something. I don't know if it's similar or as in depth as that, but I'll have to look into it. But it was for a similar organization. I think for at least for out here, I know that I've seen because I work at the university and I've seen them bring the dogs there too for some of the students and stuff like that. People just. Who doesn't want to pet the dog? I mean, of course you don't like dogs, in which, of course, there's always that. But, like, for the most part, like, hey, I'm going to go hang out with that dog.
And when they're certified, they're gonna get it.
Oh, yeah.
Like, they're going to be allowed in, you know?
Mm-hmm.
So there is another lap led by Robert Breedlove. 19 laps led. Dominated this race, that 931 Doritos team. Surrounded by Stone Gap guys, but you know what? They can't seem to hold. He's just on a rope today, man, on a rail. And look at that, in the 74, Hubbard Jr. right behind him. We were just talking to him there. And now he's up there like in 3rd spot. What's he being scored in? 4th, last time by the line. David Hubbard into 74. What's going on in the YouTube chat there?
I don't know. I was going to say, but a question for you on the technical side. Have you changed anything on your end in the last, 3 to 4 minutes?
Negative. Why?
Okay, because all of a sudden, now I've got, a Game Boy camera quality.
Oh, really? On the Discord feed?
Yeah, I think like Mortal Kombat 1, but with slightly more pixels.
Oh, no. No, I didn't.
But it's not constant, but it goes in and out. And now it looks like King's Quest, which is an improvement, from Sierra days, not like the new one.
Yeah, like Myst from 1991.
That's old gamers.
Yeah. Oh, no.
Post Pac-Man, but not quite NES.
Right.
Yeah.
It's like if I was watching TV but had a fish tank in front of it. That's what it looks like.
I was just curious if something, because it has been super clear tonight, more than it has been for a long time. Maybe it's something on my end.
See, and I changed the broadcast. I actually upped the bit rate on the broadcast because with the 30 meg connection up, which is nothing compared to who we're looking at right now, Nate Balser, he's got like a 5 gigabyte up-down fiber connection. I'm like, 5 gigabytes? I've got 30 megabytes, bro. He literally has 6 million times faster than me. And Nate does not stream.
Now I've got clear as high as whatever Discord streams in, 720. Either way, now it's fine. So that's cool. I was just curious because tonight it looked better than I've seen it in a long time. And that's the first instance where it looked a little bit pixelized. Anyways, but back to the race because nobody cares about my screen. What's going on down there?
I just saw that Stone Gap here near the back of the pack, 3 of them just got lined up. And with about 10 laps to go in this race, I wonder what they're trying to do here.
Find your exit, buddy.
Yes,
and
Dan Lovell, Denny Carroll, and the 043 of Brian Lovell.
Who did we lose from the aftermath, or did we lose anybody from that crash?
Currently, every single car that started is still running. Nobody has retired.
That's awesome.
Yep. Like Larry
And
said,
nobody's
he's
like a
it's
lap
just,
down?
Nobody's, no, everybody's on the lead lap.
That's fantastic. That's amazing. Matter of fact,
It
I
is.
thought at least there was going to be a couple TKOs there, like for sure.
So watch
It's just like
Dan
the old,
here. I thought
remember
for
that
sure
Mike
that Zach would have been out because he got hammered.
Yeah, I thought Zach, and then who was in the number 0? I thought he ate it hard too on the wall.
Ortiz, yeah.
Yeah, that looked like that was going to be a front end knockoff, but they got the plunger out and right back to it.
Where is Zach anyway? I don't see him on the track. Oh, Zach. Where is he?
There he is.
Oh, he is there. Okay. Do I have a Zach Roberts screen? Yes, I do. We got a Zach Roberts screen. So, 98er Zach Roberts races with Team Wrecking Ball, 27th overall in Season 2 with 250 points. And he only has 3 starts in these 4 races. He missed race number 3, I do believe. But that car looks intact, man. How did his pit crew put that thing back together?
Well, he's got the plunger out.
That's insane.
I think they chopped the front off of another car that they had sitting around.
Oh.
And then kind of stitched it back together. I'm not a car wizard, but I believe that's how they do things there.
I'm not an automobile sorcerer, but that's how they do stuff with magic.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure the front of his car is now a donor Toyota.
Right. Okay, so these guys, according to my mathematics, cannot make it the whole way on fuel, so they will need to pit one more time.
Oh,
Randy Wobbett's going to save it.
He saved it, and there was no.
He slapped the wall with both of those right side tires really hard.
Was that a ping or something like that? It looked like he dipped down. It dipped down, then shot him right up. So it looked almost like a spike or something there. But
yeah, that could have been really bad. It's bad for Robert Breedlove because he lost his drafting partner there. But Mike Mangialardi and Stephen Branstad, they're going to latch onto him here now.
And whoever took the ding on the door held that together too. I didn't catch who he hit, but like they held on to it.
Yeah.
Like, no, this is my lane. You can't.
And that's too bad for Breedlove. Because he was dominating this race with all those laps. He's got 20 laps led, and now he's fallen back to probably, what's that, about 8th, 9th?
Well,
with 7 laps to... Can they make it on gas? I don't think they can.
Okay, so the pit was at 15. When was the last one? It was.
I think they were still 15 laps out. I mean, if some of these guys are conserving gas, they might be able to stretch it.
Been a fair amount of yellows.
The window's opening up at 12. I mean, I'm thinking they could. 12 is probably when they're going to want to pit, but they could stretch it to 13 or 14. But
if you figure two laps per gallon under yellows, you figure.
Mm-hmm.
Then maybe there's been a fair amount of yellows, so who knows?
There has, but the last time they filled up, there was still about 15 laps to go, I think. According to what I wrote down anyway, unless I wrote it down wrong. I wrote down like lap 20, 26 or something, 25 is when they pit last under yellow.
We have to fire another producer, sounds like.
Yeah, probably me.
These notes are subpar. I can't read this. Is a 7 or a 4?
Exactly.
Get out of here. I don't want to hear your excuses. Someone's got to be the cutthroat. Blaine keeps hiring me. He's a big softy, and I got to be the one who fires them.
Yeah, well, somebody's got to do the dirty work.
Yeah.
So focus it on Breedlove. He's in 8th. We've got Greg leading the race. Let me get on Greg here. We should follow the leader. Greg Lovell in the 088, and look who's right behind him, the 96 of Ulysses Sandoval, being pushed by...
Where did he come from? I didn't even notice him up there. He snuck in.
I have no idea. The last time we were looking at Ulysses, he was like in 25th.
That would have been something to... that'll be worth its own watch on the replay to see, like, what happened between laps 25 to here, because, he definitely found his way up there, and he's glued to his bumper, not giving him an inch. Good to see.
That's awesome. Zach Roberts is pulling off to the side there because he's clearly under speed.
Yeah, so maybe he did take a bit of damage there, or he just got out of the draft.
Probably took enough damage where, unless he's getting pushed, the guys aren't going to, he's probably going to tell people to go around. Ulysses just latched right onto Greg.
Yeah,
Ulysses,
there's no room there.
Come a long way, man, watching this guy.
Oh, absolutely. From keyboard to racing wheel to, he's right on him too. Good call. Oh no, Amazon hit the wall. Packages are everywhere. 3 wide at the pit entrance.
Yeah, that won't bring out a yellow because they're off the racing line.
Everybody's below it, right? So there we go. Everyone's going to make it inside. Probably just more smoke and banging than anything serious, but looks like everyone's back in there now. So interesting.
What is going on here? I'm trying to find a camera angle. There it is. Jeez.
Where'd my camera go?
I got trapped in space.
I put that GoPro on a goose, and this is what's happening.
Yeah. So now we're within, lap 35 of 38. Now Jeffrey Elliott is the fuel conserve guru here. I don't even know how he does it. I wonder if he's going to be able to make it.
Man in the 56.
Mm-hmm.
Yes.
So Dan Lovell and Ulysses are back on track. Where did Greg end up?
If anyone's doing the math, Jeff's done the math, and he knows he knows where it's at. But he's got to have like graphing paper and like an abacus and a bunch of other things set up by his computer. Right. Like, all right, every lap, and he just slides 3 more beads over. He's like, okay, I know what that means.
Yeah,
I have no idea. Like, especially with the amount of times that they've run out of fuel as they coast across the line or just past.
Garland is out of shape there. Here, these guys are rejoining the pack. Ulysses is back there with Dan, and they're trying to run down Greg to get that spot back. There's Robert Breedlove just coming out of the pits there. So everybody did need to pit. Yeah. So this is the race right here, because now we've got Brian Lovell in 17th. I gotta wait for the pit cycles to be done. I really don't know who's in first right now.
No, I can't tell you. I was gonna say, because wouldn't at this point now, if all the other guys pit, then Ulysses should still be in second. Who is he? And then, pardon me, who was in first?
Greg. No. So currently 17th, Brian, from 17th to 9th. So who is in first? 85. Okay. 7th, 6th, 5, 4, 3, 2, 27th, 26th. Yeah, they are pitting now. So we are in a pit cycle. Keith Bynum and Denny Carroll going down the pit road there. So we are going to focus on Greg, because he's probably the lead pack. I can't tell, because these guys did go in. It was Greg in first, and Ulysses was pushing them. These cars were in these positions. They were just kind of in, like Greg was in first and Ulysses was in second. So I'm assuming
flip back to that after everybody had finished pitting. But
Brian's currently being scored in 9th, so it's going to change right now to
9th,
7th,
7th.
Okay, we got to find first place because we're on the last lap now. Jeffrey Elliott. Yeah, why not? So is Jeffrey going to run out of gas? That's the question, because he did not pit.
That's the thing, right? So he didn't pit. I thought you said
no.
For some reason I thought they did.
Jeffrey has
and that's
only
why we hadn't
pit
caught up with him
4 times. And Greg, is Jeffrey out of gas?
It looks like it. He gambled and lost.
But he ran out of fuel in turn 3. Under power. They're going to catch him. He's running out of gas too. Graham McDonald at the line gets passed. What just happened?
The bottom line?
What just happened? That's amazing. God. Brian Lovell wins the race.
Is it sometimes you eat the bar, sometimes the bar eats you?
Can I say holy shit? Am I allowed to say that?
That's we're allowed at least one.
We could use one. I use mine. You could use yours if you want.
Holy shit. What a race. Are you kidding me? Fuel here and there.
Team Amazon on a rail, man, with conserving fuel because I'm looking at their speeds. I'm like, they're only going like 175. Like they're still under power, but they're clearly milking that fuel tank for all it's worth. And it didn't work.
If you listen carefully, you can hear the faint sounds of Jeff screaming and smashing an abacus.
Yes, so much for the abacus. It's out the window today. He was about a quarter lap short.
Yeah.
I believe that Brian Lovell
carried the one.
Is Brian Lovell out of fuel? He's being pushed right now by Dan Lovell. Let's see if he's got any gas left. Yeah, he does. Okay, good.
Big stone gap right across the hood.
Oh. I really don't know what's going on now. My camera's got messed up again.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, okay.
We'll fix it. We'll fix it in post.
We'll fix it in post. What a finish. Holy moly.
Wow.
I love fuel mileage races, man. Those are so cool. Wow. So Graham McDonald.
Yeah, because you're getting right down to it. Who's got the extra drip in the tank? I can't imagine being Jeff and watching that, your pressure drop, and you're like, what turn? No, I'm not.
I'm never surrender.
No, it was wild to watch. At first, I'm like, holy smokes, we're like his buddy just got a huge burst of speed. I'm like, oh no, wait a minute, that's just because Jeff just slowed down a whole bunch. I'm like, obviously he just blows by him, right?
That's
here.
it. So you can see in the replay, they're only doing like 180 mile an hour, and these guys are actually drafting each other. So that's weird. Usually in the draft, you're doing 200. This is where Jeff's speed starts to go down. So he's going to holler out to those guys, I'm out of gas. So then they have to go around him.
56 to the booth. 56 to the booth.
Good Pastor ran out too.
Wow.
Go ahead,
Could've
56.
gone either way.
Wow. And he's at a gas right there going into trioval.
Are you ready for your top four?
Yes, sir, we are.
I'm going to bring them all down at the same time. Nate cannot speak due to mic, but he can sit here and listen in. He's going to type.
Okay, perfect. So we got Dan. What's the final results here? Dan in fourth. Dan, are you there, buddy?
Yes, sir. I'm here.
Well, we were trying to figure out who to lock onto to see who was going to win this race, and what a finish, man! It comes down to fuel mileage again.
Yeah, we played fuel strategy. We all knew we were a little bit, a little bit short, so we decided. Well, we had decided that we would try to short pit a little bit and go in and surprise, everybody and short a little bit, go in a little bit earlier. But then when we announced we were pitting, it's like everybody followed suit and a bunch of other drivers came in too. So we were kind of in some traffic on pit road, but it all worked out. People, I think a few people might have stayed out and run out of fuel, and a few people were a little bit off sequence with us on the pit stops, but it all worked out to the good. I'll take a top 5 any day. They put me in first in the points.
Sometimes the leader, if fuel's that close, sometimes if the leader says he's going to pit, other guys are going to go in with him most of the time because they don't want to lose that time, because the earlier you pit, you do make time up. Says you make time up pitting early. So when everybody sees the leaders pitting, most people's going to pit with him.
So it is one of those things, that the earlier you go, the quicker you can get back up to speed and try to get through that cycle. Yeah.
Yep, exactly.
That and then Nate, I guess Nate's unable to speak right now, but congratulations on your third place.
Blaine, I asked him a chat on the TeamSpeak if you could see if he could write something on the bottom if you have a question or ask him anything. See if he types back.
Oh, let me see. I'll bring up my thing here.
I don't see nothing from him yet.
Yeah.
Nate, can you type anything, Nate?
He might not be able to type down there because I can't.
What about in the game? He's still in the
There
game.
he goes. He said hello down there. See it?
Okay, yeah. Go ahead and ask
Sweet.
him a couple questions there. He said hello there.
Oh yeah, Nate, we're just watching the final laps coming around there with Ulysses pushing Greg, and then everybody decides to pit. Of course, Team Amazon's rolling that fuel mileage thing again, about a quarter lap short, and you always wonder if it's a good move or not. But I mean, obviously, we love the fuel mileage races, but yeah, man. Well, why doesn't your mic work? You have 5 gigabyte fiber internet, and you can't afford a $14 microphone. Can I chirp? I should chirp a guy now because he can't talk back to me, right?
That's the best time to do it.
LOL. I know, right? Yeah, it is. Yeah, best time to chirp somebody is when they can't talk back to you. Congratulations, Nate, on your third place finish, man. Greg, same deal, man. You got Ulysses pushing you. This Ulysses guy has come a long way. Watching him latch onto your rear bumper there for that last 5 or 6 laps was awesome.
I trust him behind me 100%, man. Every time he's ever drafted me, he's never wrecked me. I don't think he's ever spun me, pushing me. He don't worry me at all when he gets behind me. And I know he's going to help me until the end. And then he's going to go for it, which, that's what you're supposed to do.
Yeah.
I mean, that's why we're here, man. We're here to race. We're not here to play Jack Rocks. We're here to race, man.
Yeah, you don't want to give it up because then it just looks weird on the broadcast. Don't ever pull over and hit the brakes.
Like I tell Brian, Danny, and my son Eric, we're all teammates. After we pit, if there's 6 laps left, 8 laps left, or whatever, if whoever comes out of the pit first, out of all of us, that's who we should stay behind and push to a win if we can, instead of trying to fight with each other.
Right.
I mean, I think that's the best way to do it. See, Brian came out of the pit in front of me, and I told him no matter what, I wasn't leaving him because he came out before I did. He came out in front of me, and to me as a teammate, that's what you're supposed to do.
Yeah, and it is like if you're going to race each other, especially at the end, the guys behind you are just going to bide their time, because now it's like, look at all the, you're burning more fuel, you're burning up your tires, and they're just kind of waiting back there for that spot, because you might not be looking at those guys. And you can start reeling them in, like, yeah, race, boys, come on, keep racing, boys, because, you get that maybe there's a second pack, maybe the packs are split up. Well, if that pack in front of you is trying to race each other, that's good news for the pack that's trying to run you down because they're going to catch you quicker.
See, back Blaine when IRC was a league, me and Danny raced together a lot then too, and we always had an agreement. Whoever come out of the pits first on that last pit stop of the race, that's who was going to. That's who we was going to try to keep out front, and win the race.
Right.
That was our agreement.
Or at least until the last lap.
It worked out well for us too. No, we didn't even race each other. Nope. If I was behind Danny, if he came out of the pit before me, I'd stay with him.
Yeah, it was just
he
a
did me the
teammate
same
agreement
thing. It was
between the two of us.
just agreement we had.
Oh, right on, yeah, because then it's like, hey, man, you won the race on pit road. Let's get this win.
Yep. I was going to stay with you, man. You come out of the pit before me. We're on teammate. We're teammates. We're family. So, I'm just going to help you get a win.
Yeah,
hey, Blaine, I didn't get a shout out in. Sorry, didn't mean to interrupt you.
Let her rip, man.
But yeah, I just want to shout out to Jeffrey and you, Blaine and Brad, for what y'all do, and shout out to my wife Bonnie and my kids and grandkids and everybody that's watching this. Appreciate all y'all and all you drivers out there. Shout out to each and every one of you. Good race, good finish, guys, and good finish teammates.
Yeah, it was awesome race. Greg, did you have any shout outs as well?
Yeah, I'd like to give a shout out to Jeffrey. Jeffrey, thank you, buddy, for everything that you do. You do a ton. He's not down here, but he'll watch it. He'll watch it back later, but Jeffrey does more than people know for this place.
Yeah, he does not stop.
Yeah, I mean, he does a whole lot, man.
I mean, I'm working. I can
And-
send him a message any time of the day, any day of the week, and it's all about the league, you know, and about the
'Cause he loves
broadcast
this
and all
place,
that.
man.
Yeah.
You know, he loves it. He just loves the league. He likes the racing here. He likes these series, especially the Thursday, Friday, Saturday series. You know, he loves these series the most out of them all. And you know, and give a shout out to Ken for what he does, because he's the main admin here. You know, he does a lot too, and you, Blaine, and you know, and Brad, y'all do good too. Y'all do good work, and I go back and I watch the broadcast every single week, man. I mean, I do it every time.
That's awesome, man.
I'd like to give a shout out to DSR and all the other leagues out there.
And Frank, don't forget Frank.
Yeah, thank you, Frank.
Yeah,
you're
Frank. Thanks, Frank.
You're my paint guy. Frank's my painting. Frank Divins. I've known Frank for I don't
Many
even know
years.
how long now. 10 years probably now. And I know Frank pretty well. He's a good guy. But you know, I can ask him to paint me a car, and he'll have it done that day most
Wow.
of the time.
How long has he been painting?
busy doing so, a long time, man. I'd say Frank and probably Rodney. You know, just my opinion, and I ain't trying to put nobody else's paintings down or nothing like that, so nobody think that. But I just think they're the best two painters when it comes to telling them what you want and describing to them what you want, because they just make it exactly the way you want it.
Does he have a website of some kind, Frank, at all?
I don't know. I can ask him.
Yeah, I wonder if he like advertises or like, you know, $10 a car, $5 a car, or just by donation. I know Rodney just does a donation thing.
Frank just does it for just to have something to do for us.
Yeah,
Like
that's great.
me and Danny and Brian and Eric and shoot Deanie, and I've asked him to paint Josh Slocum's cars, and I've asked him to paint other people's cars, and man, he gets right on it, and he never asks us for a dime.
Wow.
But, you know, I told him, you know, that I'd pay him a little bit. You know, we was even talking about that. Me and Brian, and I think who was it? Danny was talking about that the other night. Maybe trying to get some money together one of these days to send him.
Yeah,
because he's really painted us. Man, Frank's probably painted me 50 cars probably.
Oh, at least. Me too.
Easily.
Wow. That guy's good, man. Like every time I see a new car, you know, it never, and it doesn't even look like there's a style, eh? You just, like you said, you just ask him for something and it's completely unique every single time.
Yep, he's real good at it. Ronnie's good at it too, man. It's time consuming and it takes time, you know, and
it does.
I'm sure Frank would take donations, you know, I'm sure he would.
Yeah, sometimes
mean,
the donation is better than charging, like, say you charge $5 a car. If you just send somebody a donation link, you might get more, you know. That's sometimes the best way to do it.
Send them a donation, send them $1 if you want to. They don't care. Ronnie says, he says, send me what you can afford.
Yeah.
If you know, if it's $5, it's $5. If it's $2, it's $2. Just send me what you can afford, you know, to send me.
Yeah, even for the track guy, there's a BBMC. There's a couple of guys who make tracks, and they just have a thing at the top of their website that says, like, buy us a coffee, you know, and it's the same thing. You just donate $1, donate $10. You know, they put out amazing tracks, and the stuff's insane. It's insane what they do, and you know they're not asking for any money because it's always going to be free to download. But it's cool that they have a donation button up there. I chucked them $10 every time they put one out.
Great job, Rod. Love you guys, man. Good racing.
Anytime I do a shout out, man, I try to do one to Bomb Squad Racing because Magoo and Brian Boyles, you probably know those guys.
I've heard those names. Yep.
They're really good. They're really good people, and that's my league too. That's where I'll be racing at as soon as the season starts back. I'll probably be over there Wednesdays, Thursdays, and Fridays, and I'll probably be here Saturdays. It all depends, really.
Yeah, it depends what's going on.
It depends on my mood. If I'm in a mood to race a super speedway, I'll come over here, and if I'm in a mood to race California or Michigan or whatever they're doing that week, then that's where I'll go. But I'll probably switch back and forth because I don't really race for points.
It's fantastic. You have that option. Any night of the week, where do you want to go?
Yeah.
Short track, intermediate, super speedway.
There's some really good dudes over there, man. You got Nelly and Terry and Keith McLean, KJ, Ricky J, Jovan Anderson.
Right.
Which Jovan. He's been over here racing before, and
I've raced with him in fast as well.
Yeah, but I'm gonna let you talk to Brian. Brian won the race. Good win, brother.
Yeah, man, I appreciate that.
Yeah, man, 1 lap led the last one.
Yeah, man, when we were coming off 4, I was like, my oh Lord, is that an Amazon car? But somehow they all started running out of gas, and we got lucky. It was just a good team effort, and I appreciate my teammates, and I like to, I didn't do it during the lineup thing, but I want to thank Frank Divins for the cars, man. I've got 42 some odd mods, and he's painted me a car for almost every single mod, and some mods have 4 or 5 cars he's painted for me. So the dude's awesome, and he does a great job. Like, Rodney does too, but Frank, when it comes to being on point and listening to you about what you want and stuff, man, you can't beat him.
That's great. That if you can find him a template for a car, he'll do it. That's basically it. Yep. That many mods, eh?
Yeah, he said if I want a paint scheme, and I've got a little Cheerios car, and it's a 1969. I've got the 1969 ST mod, and I can send him a picture of that little die-cast car, and he'll paint it exactly like that car is painted. The detail and stuff that he puts into it, and he'll ask your opinion. Do you want any changes, or do you want your numbers set up higher, lower, forward, backward, whatever? He's awesome. He painted me a Cheerios honey oaks with a little honeybee and stuff on it. Blew my mind, and I won races in it at FSB. So
nice.
The man's great,
So here's my knowledge: is the Cheerios car, is that not John Andretti?
Well, the 1969.
Well, that wouldn't be John Andretti, yeah.
It's a Richard Petty car.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, he only ran that paint scheme one time.
Oh, jeez.
Yeah, and
you have a die cast of that?
Yeah.
How much is that worth?
I don't know, but he painted it exactly, man, just by me sending a couple pictures, and also the other STP cars I run in like Gen 6, 15 and stuff, they're like the 25th anniversary. Mm-hmm. And he painted them exactly like the car. I can go to Stenode or somewhere where there's paint schemes, and there's thousands of paint schemes. And he'll overlay. He done a white Coca-Cola car for me, then wrapped a red overlay Coca-Cola over top of that, so you could actually see the first layer through the outer paint layer.
Yeah, it makes it opaque. He's really, really good. He'll tell you any day I'm one of the pickiest customers he has.
Lord.
I bug him to death, and he gets so frustrated with me, but he'll still do exactly what I ask him, and try to make it look exactly the way I want it. He's an awesome guy, even though he gets mad at me.
Hey, man, I found a Wrangler car on Facebook. I just Googled it. On Google, I just Googled it, and I went to images, and I was just scrolling through cars, and I found a blue and yellow Wrangler car. I loved it, man. I love how it was just a beautiful paint scheme. And I seen him a picture of it, and he painted it identical to that car that I seen him, just by that picture. I can show you the car. He painted it. I don't know how he does it. He painted it identical to that car. There was nothing different.
Yeah, he likes looking at the updated templates for like the Men Cup 19. He actually has the 2023 updated template for that mod, and also the truck mod. I had him paint me a Dodge truck, and he sent me just the picture of the raw template, just a plain Jane template. And I liked the way that the front grille and all that was made, and the truck turned out awesome, man.
Yeah, the trucks are fun to paint. They're cool.
Brian, you got any shout outs? So we can let Blaine wrap this baby up.
Yeah, I want to give a shout out to my team for their help, man. I appreciate that a lot. I needed a win. I'd like to thank Jeffrey, man, from the first night they started. I won the first 2 sprint races they had. I can't believe 2 years went by, but, I want to give a shout out to him and Ken and all the admins for the work they do. And, you, Lane, and Brad at Tarnation TV, man, I appreciate you guys for what you do. You do an awesome job. And,
yeah, thanks, man.
All the drivers here, I thank all them, and even the guys that struggle. They listen, they want to learn, and like you Sandoval, man, he come a long way. And I'm like Greg, and probably even Danny and Denny. I trust him in front of me and behind him. But anyway, I want to give a shout out to my other teammates at Wolfpack Racing, Brad Otto and Adam Simonik, Dave Ellens, and Jeff Havoc. Those guys, Ed Finley, there's a couple other ones we've just added on. But, and I want to give a shout out to Sam Young over at FSB. And, I just appreciate everything that these people do in the community. I can't believe it's still going on, man, after 20 years. It tickles me to death.
It's not going to stop either, which is so cool. And it's because of all this. We can do this every day pretty much. And it would always be, 27 people showed up on a Thursday night to race here. And it was a phenomenal race. It comes down to gas mileage again. I love it. But, thanks, guys. Congratulations. And congratulations on your win, Brian. It's awesome watching this race. And, Breedlove dominated that race with 22 laps led, but it didn't matter. You just need to lead one, and Brian got the last one.
Yeah, I can't believe I beat Greg out of the pits, man. I was on it as best I could without getting a speeding penalty, without being black flagged, but it all worked out, and I want to thank you, Greg. And Danny and Nate.
Welcome, bro. Anytime.
For pushing me. If it wouldn't have been for you guys, I wouldn't have won. And I thank y'all for that.
You're welcome, cuz. Love you, man. Blaine, Brad, thank you guys for everything y'all do. I really appreciate y'all from the bottom of my heart. I know it's not easy to do this, so thanks for what y'all put together for us. And
thank you.
Thank you, man.
Thanks, Greg and Brian, for the good racing together, man. We finally got a good team finish there. It's good to see that.
I'm smoking you next week, Brian. Now I can't give you every one of them.
Yeah,
right.
we gotta
beat me first.
Yeah, we gotta switch up every now and then.
That was fun.
Thanks a lot, guys. We'll see you next week. This is going to be good. Race number 5 coming up of the 8-race season. Then we head into the playoffs. So hopefully it'll be a tight one. I know it's going to be. It's going to be great. And the 25 bonus points. That's a big game changer this season, too, so it'll be neat to see how that all plays out.
Yep.
Yeah, hopefully Eric and Denny can come out, a little bit better next week. Tomorrow night, my first, but we're looking forward to tomorrow night and Saturday night. See what our team, Big Stone Gap Racing, can do.
I don't know where I'm even at in the points.
That's an excellent question.
Third, I think.
Yeah, there's no way for me to check it live because then I would actually have to show my desktop.
Greg, you were in 4th before this race.
Okay.
I was in 2nd before this race.
Nice. That's going to be good, man. That's good going into this next race. It's going to be great. It's always tight. It's always awesome. Always a great turnout. So, yeah, man, thanks you guys for chatting with us and putting on an awesome show as always. We'll let you go wrap it up, and I'm going to bed because it's my bedtime in probably about 13 minutes.
Thank you, Blaine. And
Thank
Brian,
you, Blaine and Brad.
5th in the points, by the way. So, Brian will probably move around 3rd. I'll probably stay where I'm at, and Greg will probably stay where he's at.
Blaine, buddy, good night, and get you some rest.
Will do, man. Congratulations once again. Thanks, guys.
Hey, Brad, we thank you too, Brad. You do a good job too,
awesome.
buddy.
Have a good night.
We appreciate whatever everything both of you do. So,
no, that's great. Thanks, guys. It's always fun working with you guys and watching the race.
I'm gonna get off here and go up here and talk to my son Eric, and if he's still here, and then I'm gonna get off here and try to get some sleep.
We'll go watch the race back, and you guys have a good night. Thanks, Blaine and Brad. Thanks,
Right.
guys.
That's what I'm fixing to do. Watch the race. You guys have a good one.
Have a good night.
There it is, man. The team level, and Nate did, unfortunately, with his mic issues this evening. I was watching the text messages coming in from him on TeamSpeak. He just said, "Thank you to Tarnation TV. Happy birthday to Talladega Nights. Thanks for all the great racing. Nice job, Big Stone Gap. Thanks to my wife and daughters for watching. Good night." A smiley face. So yeah, thanks, Nate. We got a lot of fans here, man, at Talladega Nights, so it's cool. These guys have a lot of fun, and we have a lot of fun watching, especially that finish, dude. I couldn't believe that. We've got Team Amazon crawling. Like, Team Amazon's like, okay, we watched Stone Gap pass the line. I'm like, okay, they're in 7th. So there's a bunch of clowns up there that are trying to get to the end of this thing without pitting. And here they are doing, like, in a draft. With 3 or 4 cars in a draft, you should be doing about 190, 195. They're doing like 176. Like, you guys are driving slow on purpose because they're trying to stretch that gas, and they all ran out, before the end. And not all of them, but the ones that were going to win, unfortunately. But it's and good driving by them too, like to get out of the way, knowing that you're going to cause a pileup if you try to, stay out on the track. And they moved over, and Stone Gap clean house. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2. Yeah, because Nate's part of that crew too. So 1, 2, 3, 4 place finish, dominating that race. What's that? Did you open that box yet? Or did you even see it? I put it over there by your workstation.
What's under here?
That one, yeah.
This the box full of pancakes.
Yeah. I thought, man.
What were the other box? Was there something specific you were looking for?
No, it was the pancake box. You're supposed to eat that. Like, they're probably cold now.
Oh, they are cold. I didn't realize that. I thought that was...
Shit, son.
I didn't even know.
I'm sorry. I should have put a post-it note on your monitor that says, FYI, pancakes.
There's no bacon. I can't eat pancakes without bacon. What am I going to sit there and eat a big old pile of dough? What am I, 4?
What are we doing? Dough-ray meat. Have you ever had
I was like, I want breakfast for dinner, but please let there be some like bacon or sausage or something tasty in there.
It's funny how everybody turns into a child when you're doing a pancake thing, because I'm like, if there's not blueberries or chocolate chips or peanut butter on that thing, I almost don't want to eat it.
Get it out of here.
Yeah.
What is that? Flapjack? Yeah.
Yeah, some boy with flapjack. What's it got on it? Butter. This is my first day.
What are you getting creative? Put some syrup on there? Woo!
Yeah, wow. Please give me a fork. Maybe I'll eat it with a
Strawberry
spoon.
syrup, like we're exotic.
Yeah. Oh, dude, we were
going
at
to IHOP and put it on the blueberry or the strawberry syrup. Like, look at me go.
We were at a thing last week, like a little market or something, just doing some Christmas looking around. And there's a lady in there selling maple syrup, but she also had a jalapeno maple syrup.
Ooh, that's spicy.
So that's a spicy one. We bought a bottle. It's good stuff. Just put that on your Eggos. You can't use a lot.
Spicy things though. I gotta like drink I gotta drink some beer or something to cool it down. So I'm gonna eat like pancakes, spicy jalapeno syrup, and some beer.
Yeah.
Breakfast of champions.
Yeah, pretty much. Yeah, that's the thing. Get it in you. You only live once. YOLO.
Very much.
But,
that's right.
Yeah, man. Thanks for hanging out and helping me out do this thing on a Thursday night. It's always fun, and it's even better when the race ends like that.
Fantastic finish. Very exciting.
We always find a way to make the broadcast last almost 2 hours. So we were chatting with Big Stone Gap there, and thank you to everybody who did tune into the race tonight. Lots of YouTube chatter. We weren't really paying attention to it the last 10 minutes or so of the race because we were trying to figure out what was going to happen on gas mileage. So thank you everybody in the chat that was interacting with us on YouTube. We do broadcast on Facebook as well, but we don't read that chat because, I mean, who knows if Facebook was even... Oh, yeah, I never even clicked record on Facebook. Okay, yeah, so ignore that one. We can shut that.
Never mind.
I forgot to click on my broadcasting software. I forgot to click start. But yeah, doesn't matter. On the YouTube channel, it's always running because that's our main priority. But like I said, thanks for watching. If the women don't find you handsome, they should at least find you handy. Keep your stick on the ice. No pressure.
And make sure you turn off your taps outside, at least if you're up north. It's getting frosty out there. You probably should have done it a couple of weeks ago, but I'm just looking at my tap right now going, glad I turned it off. Don't let those pipes burst.